The Campbells are the finest people that I know. I know a lot of nice people, but they are the finest.
If I had to describe Ken and Irene, I describe them as angels on earth. A couple that you meet and you instantaneously feel that you've met them and known them for years, driven to the mission of supporting children.
They're totally devoted to each other. They're partners in everything, in their faith and in their mission. They are inspirational. It's hard to imagine having our church without them, without their energy, without their innovative ideas, without their commitment to us, and at Baptist Children's Services and ChildPromise as well.
Irene and I met at a small Lutheran school in Ohio. She initially didn't want me to be her beau, if you will, because she wanted to finish college and be a teacher. And through whatever purposes happened, she married me at an early age, and we had children. And so after our children were up in their teens, she went back to school and completed her education. She's taught Sunday school in various churches that we've attended for about 50 years. She knows how children think, I think, and how they act and how they respond. And she's a fantastic woman.
I would love to be like Ken and Irene Campbell. Their partnership is fabulous. It's just glowing.
They complement each other extremely well in marriage, in work. When you see them interact with youth, when you see them interact in the community, they just both have just a wonderful dynamic when they're dealing with anybody, from a 5-year-old child to a 75-year-old person. They just really work well as a couple.
The Campbells have always supported Baptist Children's Services, ChildPromise, with their initiative, financially, with their dedication to serving on the boards, fundraising. They are stalwart supporters, and it's really hard to imagine ChildPromise without the involvement of Ken and Irene Campbell.
In May of 2008, our then executive director, Bill Flood, needed to retire, and Ken was then president of the board of directors, and they were trying to decide whether to do a search for a new executive director or what to do, and Ken stepped in and became the full-time executive director from May of 2008 until December of 2008. And it should be known that he did that while he was still working full-time at his regular job. So Ken was doing really 2 full-time jobs that both in and of themselves are full-time jobs.
Thousands of children have gone through our system, and helping kids move on, get through the tough adolescent years and become young adults, and it's been very successful.
In most organizations, the youth, the children age out of programs at age 18. So they planted the seed. They made sure that there were resources available and that people continued to contribute so that those youth could get the services they need beyond the age of 18, to go to a trade school, to go on to college, to go into the workforce prepared to become part of the next generation of leading the country.
Neither of Irene and I came from very wealthy families. We had sort of tried to, come up from our bootstraps, if you will. And I think we thought that that would be useful, share that experience with them. BCS was always having difficulty with finances, and when we got together with Nat Williams, we have resolved many of those financial problems and took a different direction to go forward with a larger, rounded scholarship program. And in my mind, I still think we've got enormous promise and opportunities ahead of us. And having said that, that's a big hanging a big job on that, but that's where I sort of feel.
They are an inspiration to the people that know them, and I just hope to keep them in my life for as long as possible.
I'd like to say to Irene and Ken that I'm very grateful and thankful for everything they've done for the youth, for the staff, for making me feel part of their family, for being a mentor to me, both of them, and letting them know that I love them both very much. Godspeed to both of them. They're wonderful, wonderful people.
We're just plain people, Irene and I, and we have been extraordinarily blessed by our Lord. This organization will continue to thrive because I think the vision is correct. So we're looking forward to, quite frankly, turn the reins over, if you will, to younger and more dedicated people than we are.